Welcome back to Set Streets and Eats, guys. I'm Chris Bauer, and once again, I am in front of the Volo Auto Museum. I'm actually in the parking lot, not even in the museum. They already have the time machine from Back to the Future DeLorean, just as a daily driver for someone that parked here. You know, this is the kinds of things you see at the Volo pretty commonly. But I'm excited to be back. I know a lot of you guys are yelling at your screens right now. Finally, I'll get to why. And I'm excited to get in there, check out what different exhibits they have now, check out what changes in animatronics, which brings me to why you guys are saying that. I'm finally here to see the Rock-afire explosion perform. This is the only second public place here in the United States to watch the Rock-afire perform, and I'm excited. They opened in June. I have not been able to get here until November. Sorry, I work for a living, guys. I wish I YouTubed for a living, but it's not in the cards so far. But I'm excited to be here anyway, and they are going to get them up and going for me, and we're gonna see them perform. We're gonna check out the Volo, check out the other animatronics, and I hope you guys will join me. Let's go see them. They do have a Jurassic Park exhibit over there. There's a giant T-Rex and a Brontosaurus out front of it. It's a mini golf. It's an extra ticket, but it always looks so cool. Oscar Mayer Wiener. The day the music died, that's the plane crash that killed Billy Valley, Frankie Valley, or Richie Valley, and the Big Bopper. And I got one of a signed Buddy Holly guitar. Can you imagine how much that's worth? That's crazy. Always love the Volo. Zoltar. And of course, Ask the Brain. Cars everywhere you look. Including the family truckster. We saw the DeLorean outside already. They must have been doing some repairs. Building 4 is the one we really like. Just up the hill from the Rock-afire. We'll get down there, don't worry. And then, of course, we got lots of other movie cars over here, including the Cat in the Hat mobile and the Cat in the Hat costume and all the Looney Tune Acme works. Good stuff. But why are we really here? I think you already know. We can't not go see the Beagles. That's right. We gotta see the Beagles. As you guys probably already know, the Beagles, they used to perform at the Chuck E. Cheese Pizza Time Theater back in the cabaret days. That would have been the early 80s up till about 1984, 85. And I'm wearing my appropriate Chuck E. Cheese Pizza Time Theater shirt to see the Beagles from Chuck E. Cheese Pizza Time Theater. How great is that? It's pretty great. I know, I should have worn a Rocket Fire shirt, but those were dirty, this one was clean. You know, road life. Now, I know also what you're saying into your screen right now is what used to be on either side of the Beagles is gone. And that would be the Elvis King here, who stood right there. And right where this boat is, the Michael Jackson King, the only one that I know of that's in public. Anyway, I did ask about them. They are coming back. They are being repaired. Apparently, the Elvis's head snapped clean off. I'm gonna guess kids had something to do with that. We are in a complete kids ride wing. So, dollars to donuts, some kid yanked on that head. Thanks, child. I've got my token, my Volo Museum token, and we're gonna pop it in here. Let's make sure we're in the right one. Looks like it. Let's see.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next act rose to fame in 1977 as the original animatronic band for Chuck E. Cheese's Pizza Time Theater. And now reunited after more than 30 years, here they are, the Beagles.
Okay, who's been messing around with my grocery shopping list?
Not me. Wasn't me.
I had an item on here and now there's a line through it.
Oh, that was me. You'd written down flea powder, but I scratched it off.
Are you itching for a fight?
No, he's just itching. Don't worry, it's gonna be all right.
I'm going to binge watch one of my favourite movie series.
Which one was that?
Mission Impossible.
We're the Beagles,
And we hope everyone had a doggone great time. Enjoy the rest of your visit to the fabulous Volo Auto Museum, and we'll see you soon.
So just in case you guys don't know, the Beagles never had any actual original programming done for them. They always just played straight Beatles songs, which means you can never see a whole performance of these guys on YouTube. YouTube will not allow any Beatles music to be uploaded. So if you ever wondered that, that's why. It's kind of a bummer. But if you're in the Chicago area, you've probably already been to the Volo if you're an Animatronic fan. But if you haven't, what are you waiting for? These guys are awesome. So I had to stop and do a note because they have an original Seawolf, guys. Chuck E. Cheese fans, as you guys know, I point out the newest edition of Seawolf, which is a sit-down version that is still in every Chuck E. Cheese, not every, most Chuck E. Cheeses today. But back in the very beginning, in 1977, when Pizza Time Theater started, they had Seawolf. Seawolf came out in 1976, and this is actually an original stand-up unit that used to be like one that used to be at Chuck E. Cheese Pizza Time Theater. The reason that we know that they have it is there is nothing left from the original store on Winchester Avenue in San Jose, but the second store had a manifest of games, and this is on it. And it's still here today. It does not appear to be working. Oh, although I don't know, I haven't put a token into it, so maybe it would. But how cool, nope, it's got an out of order sticker on it. How cool is this that they still have one of the original ones? You can just imagine in San Jose, this would have been sitting in the arcade or whatever the forest, the Enchanted Forest. Is that what they named their arcade at the Chuck E. Cheese Pizza Time Theater? Post below. I'm sure you guys know. This would have been sitting in that very arcade. I just think that's really cool. And then they still have an original one. I haven't seen an original. This is the first one I've ever seen. I've only seen the modern ones that are still at Chuck E. Cheese's. So seeing this one's really cool. Over in the Volo store, they have new merch. They got the Rock-afire now. Last time I was here, they just had Billy Bob t-shirts. And it's cool to see that they have the whole kit and caboodle now. I dig it. Check these mugs out. That's awesome. I dig that. That's pretty cool. Oh, I hear the little shavers. So that was the little shavers, of course. As you guys know or may not know, only 3 of these were built. They were put in the cabaret place for, they had like an ice cream area, like a hot Sunday bar. More about the Chuck E. Cheese Pizza Time ice cream bars. But they only did 3 of them. They just test them out, and one of them still exists and performs today. And again, appropriate t-shirt for the little shavers. They performed at Chuck E. Cheese Pizza Time Theater. And I got the shirt on. So these are being turned on for me just for this video. Right now, welcome to Windows. Right now, they are only performing on weekends until it gets too cold. Then they will be closed for the winter. Now, we are in November already, almost mid-November, and we're in the Chicago area, so it is very likely next couple of weeks these guys are done for the season. They will be closed up for the winter. As you guys know, the latex masks and a lot of the parts have a hard time performing in ultra cold, even though I'm sure this building is temperature regulated. So, but of course, opening these doors would let all that heat out, and then a lot of changes from the mask. So I'm sure you guys understand that. So if you want to see them anymore in this season, you need to come out here on the next 1 or 2 weekends, maybe until Thanksgiving, I guess. And see if you can see them perform. But I'm excited to see them today. Brian, Lisa, and all the guys that work here at the Volo were very kind and worked along with my schedule that is not on the weekend and allowed me to see it today. So I'm pretty excited to show it to you guys. And hopefully in a way that you haven't seen it yet. Of course, as you guys have already seen in other people's videos, instead of curtains, instead of banners, they use the garage doors. The garage doors automatically come up before the shows, so they're all kind of timed together. And then of course they have the big, what's supposed to be the light up Rock-afire sign up on the top of the garage. It's a cool way to do it, a cool outbuilding to put it in. Definitely put a lot of expense into this setup. So it'll be interesting to see how those compare to the curtains. So just to bring you guys up to date on the history of how the Volo got theirs. Well, I'm not exactly sure where this set came from. I don't know if they bought it brand new from Aaron back in the day, or if they got it from a local showbiz that went out of business. You guys would probably know better than I. Comment it in or drop it in the comments below. But they had it in storage for a long time. It was very well known that the Volo had a full set. They just hadn't purchased a license from Aaron Factor yet. And then they decided this year, they figured out a way to do it where it would do a nightly thing. It was an extra ticket event. And then they kind of worked it all out where, people could come get drinks, and it became kind of a fun thing that they did all year. So they were able to do the license. And of course they had to get these things up and going. As you guys know, the amazing upkeep is pretty regular. So they were able to get a local 17-year-old high school student, not shocked, Jacob McCann, to come in here to get these guys up and running and rocking and rolling. So I haven't met Jacob, but I've met several of the new young techs in this hobby. I'm always impressed at their age. From Braylon at Billy Bob's Wonderland to some of the East Coast guys like Rinster and Jacob, I'm blanking on his last name, Bullfrog's Banjo on Instagram. Those guys work a lot with the American Treasure Tour. All these guys are high school age, 18 and under, most of them. And it's really impressive to me how you guys have taken these animatronics under your wing, kind of taken that technology from us old guys that just remember it from us being a kid and made it your own. It's pretty impressive. And this is just yet another example of that, where they're able to find someone local who's young, who's interested in it and has the love for the Rock-afire to get them fixed up. And now they get to perform for all of us.
Hi, I'm Billy Bob. Yeah, I'm Looney Bird. And we're back with another big show. And tonight's big concept is trivia. We're doing lots of trivia for everybody. So we'll be asking some trivia questions based around the songs that we're doing or around the time that the songs were recorded. So we'll see how good everybody is at answering these trivia questions. Okay? Okay, now let's see. The next song we're going to be doing is by Rolf and Earl. Hey, you guys, come on over here.
Hey, okay, I'm ready. I know everything there is to know.
Rolf, just be quiet and listen to the question. Well, I don't really have a question. Since the song that we're going to do is She Blinded Me with Science, does anybody have a science trivia question?
I have one.
Mitzi, hey, what you got?
Hey, okay, how many electrons can you fit in a teaspoon?
How many electrons can I fit in a teaspoon?
None.
I don't know anything about electronics.
Okay, well, I can fit 625 million electrons in a teaspoon. Aren't you proud of me?
Well, what do you do then? You sprinkle them on your cereal or something? What? What's the deal? That's real. Okay, well, Mitzi, you're not supposed to tell us the answer
as you guys
to your
see,
questions. You're supposed to let the audience
they are not
guess.
up.
Okay, we're going to have to come up with another
So I'm going to have to go
question.
ask
We've got a
somebody.
trivia science.
Yes, but as a known scientist, it is a bit surprising that she blinded you with science. I know.
You know, we didn't have too good a trivia question going there before we went into that song about science.
I couldn't think of one.
Well, it wasn't bad. I mean, you know, but it wasn't great. Does anybody have any just a general trivia question you can throw out at the audience here?
Okay, so of course, when this first song started, Blinded Me with Science, and then Land Down Under was the 2-song combo. The animatronics were dead, completely dead. However, they clearly warmed up by the mid-second song by Land Down Under. I just happened to catch it. I actually went and let them know that they weren't working, but my guess is they just had to warm up, air up, get the kinks out. Which, you know, they're not run daily, so that definitely happens. Just off the top of my head, everybody's in amazing condition, probably except for Duke. Duke's got a foot separated from his leg, from his cymbal tapping leg, and then he's already got, of course, the cracked mask. Looks like it's cracked on the jaws and on right where his fur touches under his eye on his right side or left side. Anyway, but of course they look amazing otherwise. Those are quite new masks and they look like real masks. So not cheap. So again, I reiterate, they definitely spared no expense putting these guys together. So that's pretty awesome. So I will say this about the garage doors. They are slower. There's no getting around that. They're definitely slower than the curtain. However, they do have the stage set up inside of it with the actual banners and all the backdrop accoutrement. I'm sure I'm saying that wrong. That goes with the show. I will say this, I do like the pictures printed because they put fun facts about all of them. They're pretty funny. I also have a soft spot for Kmart, Ralph, so we have that in common. Of course, they reference Earl Schmerl's fan mail coming from his mother and the IRS. Then, of course, we've got Duke LaRue. He's a lovable, dim-witted mongrel, it says. He's sometimes the butt of the joke. Yeah, he does actually hit and play the drums. Not always in sync properly, but he does. Of course, we got Old Fats, the silverback gorilla. And just in case you don't know, they do have that he is a amalgam of Fats Domino and Ray Charles. He does like to ramble. We all know that. Of course, him and Rolf get in many arguments. Of course, our lovable favorite Beach Bear, who's in amazing shape. His mask looks absolutely perfect. Yeah, they do reference that the next edition of Beach Bear was have him standing while the band and he played guitar, but it just never happened. And then there's old Mitzi Mozzarella. She is obsessed with Michael Jackson. We do know that. And of course, Looney Bird, best friend of Billy Bob. And then in the next edition, he underwent a personality change and, of course, was an inventor and scientific genius. If you guys have ever seen the new Rock-afire, which I'm sure you have, if you've been to Smitty's or seen one of my videos, the new Rock-afire Looney Bird is in a lab coat at a desk with a computer. Billy Bob Broccoli, the man, the myth, the legend, brown bear from Tennessee. That was the Rock-afire explosion, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, thanks to Brian and Lisa for opening this up for me on my my weekday schedule as I was passing through Chicago. So happy I finally got to see them perform. They look to be in amazing shape, and Jacob's done a great job with them. I'm sure he's still maintaining them as they go into the winter months. If you haven't gotten out here, like I said, hurry. Next couple weekends until about Thanksgiving, and I'm guessing that's it. Then they'll wait until probably March before they open them up again. So maybe even April. We'll see. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed my follow-up tour to Volo, and of course, the Rock-afire. It was good to see all the animatronics, of course, but Rock-afire is always going to have a special place in my heart, as you guys already know. And hope you guys enjoyed it too, and we will see you in the next video. Bye.